the party, Riksha.
Shit's delicious.
You guys are rolling.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone to the second episode of the OgreBox, the regular podcast.
Nice.
Which one are we gonna go with?
Everyone. Every single one.
The both of them?
We're gonna hit it from every angle, apparently.
Okay, well, one and then the other.
Mm-hmm.
This one's Electric Power Company.
Shinra.
That's all
The
I gotta
gondola, the gondola. You know how to say it.
Yeah.
Was the town named that?
The
Gondola?
Gangaga.
say. Gangaga.
Oh
It's
my
close.
god, Gangaga City.
Everybody went on that date with Barrett. Everybody.
Oh my god. And you know what's
I
funny?
did.
In Crisis Core, they actually say, "You gonna go to Gangaga?" Gangaga.
Gaga.
Faraga. Blizzaga.
It just sounds like it belongs in the Africa equivalent of Agaya, I think it's called.
The windows.
Anyway, I wanted to mention at the top, we got business at the top from the corrections department.
Oh god.
On the last podcast, I mentioned that, and we made a lot of fun about the rocket in Rocket Town in Final Fantasy VII, that it didn't have seats, but apparently it did. I checked out a screenshot, and yeah, it definitely has a picture of Sid sitting down on the control panel and riding that shit.
That's in our segment called Check Your Shit.
He has no hands though, right? So I mean,
They have magnets. Everyone in that game had
He's got
magnets.
mitts.
They all had these block magnets. I don't even know how Barrett.
They all have Mega Busters.
But Barrett's the only one that found out how his works.
Yeah, he put it to good use.
yeah, that mind blow.
Is that ice crunching, man? You can hear that
Yeah.
shit.
Is someone gonna mention the sweet nectar we're drinking?
I guess. I guess
do the honors.
Alex will do the
No.
honors. Well, we have a mystery drink right here.
Cinnamon.
Where's this come from again? Where's this from?
It's from the private,
from the
from
deep
classified.
It's from the deep south. It's,
Yeah.
I believe it's a mixture of moonshine with apple pie cinnamon flair to it. It tastes really good.
They put.
It tastes like apple pie.
Literally
the thing is, they put
liquid
an
pie.
apple pie in it, and they put cinnamon to it.
I don't know the magic that was involved in this thing, but it's super alcoholic and it just tastes exactly like apple pie.
It's
exactly.
The most delicious thing I've ever had. in a very
There's
long time.
nothing I've ever tasted that's
it's smooth.
been the
and
equivalent.
It's probably gonna fuck us up by the end
I'm
of this
hoping.
podcast.
I'm hoping.
Well, let's see what happens.
It came in a mason jar, so you know it's it's official moonshine.
It's done like illegally in someone's backyard.
So you know for sure someone's going blind.
Yeah. It's made with steering fluid.
It's cut straight with gasoline.
It's got synthetic amino acids and everything the body needs. It's good for two things:
It's got a lot of
decreasing car
riboflavin.
engines, killing brain cells.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
So once again, it's in
From the semicircle.
yeah, from whatever direction you feel like. It's Alfred Ramir,
It's Maui.
just Maui.
It's only Maui.
No, the thing is, his name is Maui. Maui.
Maui.
Maui.
Yes, I'm from the islands.
We're gonna edit that. Look, pause for a second. All right, that's the edit point. We're gonna cut that out. Okay,
It's Maui from the
you guys can go.
from the Iron Islands,
And Alex from
Rocket Town.
Rocket Town. I invented that seat.
You created a seat.
So wait, but the rocket only had one seat for the pilot.
Not two.
That's
I
it? For his woman.
Yeah.
For that
But
other guy to go to space
They
with.
never mention if that's his wife, right? But it's just a woman he beats.
He beats her, yeah. He beats her, berates her.
I think, but he's in love with her because she gets so easily beaten by him. Like that's
He's in love with the idea of beating her.
Of course.
I think he just likes her iced tea.
No. Hey guys, will you guys sit down and have some ice? Yes,
The fucking sugar.
You should have put a lot of lard in it. You should have put more lard in it.
That's right, man. Wait, what the hell is lard?
It's just fat.
Like they put fat in the iced tea?
No, that guy's just a fat fuck, and apparently they wanted you to know that he's so fat that he wanted lard in his iced tea.
Jesus Christ, man.
What's this are we talking about?
In
Palmer.
Palmer. Remember, he
Oh,
goes
that's
visits
right.
the town,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
he's just like, you need to add more lard.
That's burned into my memory.
I love all those old school like like scripts and stuff because it was always like, oh, it's Palmer, hey Tubby, like, you know, nobody was afraid to like, oh, look at this plump ass
yeah. And then the fat guy, like,
or
you
Barrett,
can't
look at this spiky hair, you know, like they would always just make fun of each other.
yeah, and you don't even have a serious battle with him. He gets hit by a truck.
Shinra
that
truck.
works for his
Shinra
company.
official truck. There's a truck driver behind that, and he saw him and said, "You know what? I'm gonna do some awesome Fast and Furious parking and wipe this guy the fuck out."
A soldier,
It's gonna be
first
worth
class officer,
The thing is, Palmer
every
denied his
license.
raise or something. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't
He's like, you're gonna deny me my raise.
The thing is, he must have been like driving for like a mile to hit that speed, like 2 miles, 3 miles.
First of all, he was he was driving on the road that led from one town to the other that doesn't exist
That's true.
because there's
Where
no
did he
fucking
come
roads.
from?
But yeah, there's a
Yeah.
truck. I don't know. They had one in the back.
Yeah, isn't it the moment you walk into like Rocket Town, like it's like a really messed up like road that goes into like a town.
Almost every
square?
town has dirt roads or like cobblestone or something.
Yeah, but it stops at that town square, right?
It's fucking hilarious how we went right back to this game.
It's
And I don't wanna talk about it
it's
anymore.
hard to escape. It's
But
hard
what
to
about
escape.
the coral mines? A boom, 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 boom. Was that cobblestone or that was just like garbage? That was the signs. They made a whole city.
That
of,
was, well, the train went through mine, so
They just it was tents, teepees, like, and all these.
Yeah, but
broken
wasn't it
Midgard
wasn't it
signs,
because
yeah.
there's a reactor there and it exploded?
no, it didn't explode.
Wait, what town are you talking
the one that you go through to get to Gold Saucer?
about? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like,
no,
it
no.
was in a tent, and for some reason, like, I don't know.
Because it was a mining town or something, and
Yeah,
I guess it was only a temporary place.
it's this small business is what
Yeah.
it was.
It was a town that wasn't meant to stay after you took off the Gold Saucer.
No, let's go.
Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, 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 boom, ba.
That's the real attraction. That's
So,
the only reason anyone was on the continent.
so then, if you don't want to talk about this, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I was thinking about a couple topics. I was reading stuff online and thought maybe it would generate some sort of conversation here. And since I know Maui likes Pokemon and all that, they recently revealed a new Pokemon, the one that looks like a sword.
The Ghost Steel type, yes.
Yeah. And I want to get your opinion on it.
His name, I believe, is
Honedge.
Honedge, which is awesome.
Honedge.
I think he looks awesome.
You know
and
what?
He's got an awesome
I
name.
predicted they were going to release a Pokemon with that typing. I was talking to my friend Johan, who's like obsessed with ghost types, and I told him, man, it'd be awesome if I have a feeling they're going to reach a Ghost Steel type. It hasn't been done before, and like the typing, like the category, it doesn't look like it'll be too complicated. Like obviously, like they can't do a fire water because that's just
it's
like,
fucked up.
you know, like contradictory. But
Yeah, it
but
would
a
be
go-
very
yeah.
weird. You know?
But a Ghost Steel would be perfect. You know, there's no reason why it shouldn't be done. And I always told them it would be cool if it was a suit of armor that was empty. Like a
yeah,
possessed
that would
armor.
actually be pretty damn
You just
cool.
see like two little eyes coming out of the armor, and when you knock it out, it just all the pieces fall down and it goes back into the Pokeball. But they took it a different way. They just made a possessed sword.
I think it's better that way because the suit of armor would be like
But
it would be a person.
But you see,
you
he
know?
unsheaths himself.
Yeah.
There's the sheath, and then there's the sword.
I thought that was
and
awesome.
then the face is on the sheath.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about that, and it was like I actually saw it today. He was showing me. He was like super excited. I was like, damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Yeah,
But people were talking about how they didn't like the fact that I don't know. People were complaining.
People were
about
saying
it,
that,
about
that
the
it
design.
looks very silly. Yeah, I was
I
reading
didn't
it
think
up
it
on
looked silly
Kotaku.
at all. I thought
But
it
then
looked awesome.
a lot of people were posting pictures of look at Geodude, it's a rock with arms.
It looks
yeah,
like shit.
Look at Magnemite.
Magnemite, yeah.
And then
I mean,
look at Voltorb, it's a metal ball. Like
Yeah, exactly.
The
And they
possessed sword, like
and they're bringing up that it's an inanimate object. They didn't like the idea of that being a Pokemon. You know, that it should be like animals and things like that. But
but then
Geodude's a rock. Magnemite's a magnet.
exactly.
Deoxys is a fucking protein.
Is he? Oh, it's
Yeah, yeah. He's a
deoxyribonucleic.
big old buff.
Yeah.
protein.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yeah, he's a fucking protein, and they're complaining about a sword. This thing made out of HIV is coming to attack you. And clearly, that's not a problem.
Somebody was trying to compare it. I think on I forgot what website it was. So they go, oh look, well, I feel like it's the Honedge, you know, the ghost steel sword looking thing. The way he looks is forgivable because look at Rotom, and to be honest, Rotom for me is like the coolest freaking Pokemon.
Isn't he an Electron or something?
He's electric ghost, and he possesses appliances, and depending on which appliance household appliance he possesses, it depends on how his secondary typing gets switched.
Oh, that's cool.
So what does he look like?
Like if he normally he's just like a little kind of like a electric like a little like yellow water drop with like little lightning bolts on it. So he can possess a
VCR.
a toaster,
Lava
and he's
lamps.
half electric, half.
Can he
half
possess a
fire.
Pokeball?
No, I wish.
Because he would be the ultimate.
It captures and just destroys.
He can possess a fridge, which makes him half electric, half ice.
But does the fridge appear in the game? Like,
Yeah, it's an actual fridge with a door that opens.
That
and
is
stuff.
awesome.
I didn't know that.
That is
So
fucking
if he
awesome.
possesses a lawnmower, he's half electric, half grass. Like you get
How many different objects can you possess?
There's probably like 5 or 6, I think.
How do you find these objects? How do you run into them and like it's
Well,
like
there's
carrying a
house.
refrigerator.
It has to be done in the specific house.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you walk into the house and it's like, hey, I'm gonna step
And
outside
it's-
for a moment. Don't touch my refrigerator.
you just all you gotta do is like if you breed him and you make him the right nature and give him all the moves you want, just go up to the appliance and just have him in your team and he'll take over and it'll say that his form changed and it'll show his form change from.
And then you stay with that form.
And you stay with that form.
Oh, you can't
I thought
like,
you
call
had
it
to-
back.
No, you can constantly switch.
But you have to
back
keep
and
going
forth.
into the house and.
But
do it.
like, you know what? Since he's a special attack based Pokemon, usually, like typically, like if you're gonna turn him into grass or ice, there's one that's electric, flying, which is a fan. This is like a fan, which is cool. But you can switch them back and forth. I believe I don't think it's just limited to just once.
Okay. I thought you had to carry like a mini fridge.
I think in the
or
Oxys
Yeah,
when
you
I was
do.
playing
On
Diamond,
your
you could
back.
you can change the Oxys
Bitch.
forms. But the sword thing looked really incredible. But I just don't think that, like, somebody saying that Rotom is a shitty, like, very terrible Pokemon is valid because it's so diverse. I was actually very impressed. It's the only one of its typing that can possess a household appliance and change its secondary
Yeah, I
typing.
didn't even know about that. But you're the resident expert. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not surprised.
because we're messing with our new sound engineer guy.
Yeah, we actually have this
He's
podcast produced
telling me
now.
that
it should be better
that I need to
quality,
stop
right?
talking.
Well,
that
hopefully
I
it's
gotta
better
go.
quality.
It's
But
been
if
a,
it's
it's been
not,
a good
then I guess
podcast.
he's gone. That's it.
But yeah, like on that topic, like I honestly don't disagree with the way he looks.
You're good with it.
Only thing that would probably mess it up is if they give him shitty ass moves.
Sword
Yeah,
slash,
I know he has sword dance.
stab.
No, I saw the screenshots for that.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
It has to. I mean,
Is that how the game looks like? Because it looks good.
Yeah, it's like a cell shaded, like smooth.
Is he the only Pokemon that can like perform fatalities because he's a sword? That he just stabs through.
I'm pretty
Pokemon?
sure there's a ton of like really sharp. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean,
Looking Pokemon.
Deoxys is probably the worst one, but
in reality, he should be completely like. You can't see him with the naked eye, and he just travels
He's
inside your
very
body. Just,
microscopic.
and just spreads AIDS. And everything.
I think my friend Johan was telling me that because there's a hand, it's a sword and like a blue hand.
Oh, it's
that,
like
a unsheathed itself.
yeah. It's like a ribbon
Like a
on
ribbon.
the.
But they say
the
that
hilt.
sometimes that ribbon like possesses a trainer, and then like,
Oh, it wraps around the arm.
it wraps around
yeah,
the
yeah,
arm.
that's what I heard too.
So I was
That's
like, oh, okay, that's really cool.
Did you kill the other trainers?
yeah.
Well, I guess it's like, oh,
It-
you
It
won.
turns
Oh,
into a
okay.
different game. This game's different.
He's the only Pokemon that doesn't go back to the Pokeball; it just goes right back to the sheath.
That would be a great Pokemon game. Like you play as a detective and you have to go around finding clues because this guy going around murdering people with their Pokemon.
So
Then
take
you
out
gotta
your
put him
sword.
down.
Where were the others?
That Pokemon's tasted human blood. The man eater. It becomes like the Ghost in the Darkness. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
What? No,
The
what
Ghost in the Darkness.
No.
What is this? A Val Kilmer movie where there's a lion out. They're trying to build a railroad
I've seen it.
in Africa or
Holy
something.
shit!
Yeah.
That's right.
It's awesome. There's a tiger. There's a
What
there's a lion.
What was
I think it
awesome
was,
about the movie? Val Kilmer or the lion?
I don't know. I like Val Kilmer.
You think it's cool?
I'll kill you.
Yeah, and what was
You like
the other
Bat-
thing we were talking about?
You like Batman Forever? Was that your thing?
Why do my suit have to have nipples?
What was it on Bro Team? It was like the circles. I don't like
circles.
circles on my tits.
I don't like circles on my tits. I love that thing. I also love that stupid
Circles.
cup thing. What?
Circles.
Cup? What? Cup?
This bicycle only goes.
Did you end up
In
seeing that
circles.
thing,
Which
Martin?
one?
The protein thing?
No, I wasn't. I didn't get
It
a
was
chance
so
to see
awesome. The way it ends is
Yeah,
they
it was
show
really
like a cup glitching through someone's hand, and he's looking at it like through like a first person kind of thing, and he's just going, "What cup? What cup? What cup? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!"
Yeah, it just completely goes nuts. Well, I'm done with this moonshine. No, I finished it.
That was
Okay.
Alfred falling
Let's
off of his
You should
chair.
have broken the glass.
I wish, but
Tonight's the night, boys.
we're not made of money here.
I know. Trust me, I know.
This podcast is.
How many of you guys watched
losing me.
Independence Day on July 4th?
I didn't. Did you?
I did.
I wanted to.
That doesn't count. That doesn't mean anything.
How many Will
That's as
Smith
bad as
punches?
what I did.
You only watch it up to the Will Smith punch and you stop right there. That's
Yeah. Did
Welcome
I ever
to
tell
our-
you about the story that I wanted to write about that scene in Independence Day where Will Smith punches the?
No,
Alien?
please tell away.
Well, it was a story of that the first thing that aliens traveling nearby us, the first broadcast that they ever pick up is that scene from that movie being broadcast on on TV.
Yeah, like the news.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the first thing they see, the first footage they see of humans, and it's of Will Smith punching out this alien, saying, welcome to Earth. So they take this as an aggressive, it's like they declare war on Earth only because of this one scene they see with Will Smith, and they come and they take us over because they have all this advanced technology, but they let everybody know that it's because of Will Smith, and they keep him alive, and anybody who
Will Smith is an A-list actor, by the way.
I know. But
I
and
don't
in the
think-
story,
I
it
don't
would
think that
actually
there's-
be Will Smith. Like Will Smith has to play Will Smith in this. in
The
this
thing is, that
A-
comment,
A
I don't
plus
think
list
that anybody
actor.
would argue that. I think everybody knows at this point who Will Smith is.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if there's
I
someone
don't
who
think it
does
needs
not.
explanation.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking it up the other day.
Oh right. I think that's bullshit. but and then they kind of do that thing where that in the Bible that God did to Cain, that since he killed Abel, but no one was allowed to kill Cain, or else for anybody who hurt him or tried to kill him, like he would kill him and his entire family and all sorts of shit. Like anybody who tried fucking with him would get this insane repercussion, and he was supposed to live so that as an example to everybody of what not to do. Whatever. That's what I wanted to do with Will Smith. That no one could kill him, but everybody would end up hating him. When he's obviously the nicest guy on earth, but everybody would hate him for bringing this upon the planet, like billions of lives lost, everything. It's just because of him, and he has to walk the streets with his head hung
This is a
low.
story.
Dragging your heavy ass.
This is a
You wanna see
story
my
all
clearance?
about how I took the world and flips it upside down.
You want to see my clearance?
Is this glass bulletproof, sir? Yes.
How did he know that it was starting to wake up at that point?
I'm Captain Stephen
It's
Hillard, sir.
It's like, oh yeah, it's time. It's like going crazy.
Everything was going too well.
Faster must go faster. But no, man, that sounds like a very crazy story.
Yeah, I like that. I like
So
that.
would Will Smith be the good guy or the bad guy?
I don't know. I got that
Or
far.
the funny guy?
I wanted to put him in a really bad position, and that's it, because
I think he does it already. He's a father.
the
He's an
Scientologist.
actor. He's a Scientologist?
I don't know. I don't think he says it, but it seems like it might be.
Really?
Allegedly.
What makes it? What gives off that impression?
It's
Allegedly.
the
I know that they interviewed him
Actor.
recently, and it was very they have this whole outlook in life where it's everything has patterns to it, and the reason why he started doing sequels again was because of these patterns, because the patterns make up these patterns that come together. I know that you guys are looking at me like crazy. You can look it up.
No. The
It's
patterns
just-
make up the thetans.
I'm just having trouble finding interest in this. I'm having trouble clinging on
Scientologist.
to this. No, the patterns thing.
Fuck you, L. Ron Hubbard.
And he comes out and he goes,
But you can't. He's dead. You
No.
can't fuck him anymore.
A curse on the house Hubbard.
Yeah,
oh man.
he got the last laugh.
Did he?
Yeah,
He did.
The money.
He got to make Battlefield Earth.
No.
And that was his last gift. to
Welcome to
humanity.
Battlefield Earth.
He got Tom Cruise. That's all. He has him.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. And Isaac
It is
Hayes.
myths. Yeah, that's true.
It's Isaac
That's
Hayes. And John Travolta.
Yeah, and John
Sorry.
Travolta.
Jesus Christ, man. Those are.
I'm pretty sure Will Smith. I'm pretty sure about that.
They're
And
gonna form
Mr. iRobot.
a posse, the Scientology.
Have you guys seen that movie? Oh, first of all, one of the things I want to ask everybody. Let's start off with movies. What movies have you seen lately?
Lately?
Yeah, we'll start with Maui.
In the theater?
Theater, TV, whatever.
Well,
Just a movie.
Lately?
Mm-hmm.
The last movies that I saw?
Yeah, last movie you saw.
Cloud Atlas.
Oh, you ended up seeing it
Yeah,
finally?
I saw it.
It was good?
I really enjoyed it.
That's
The
good.
actors there are all incredible. the storyline is like tough to follow because there's so many different stories being told at the same
There's a lot
time.
of
But
crazy shit
the actors are very good.
I heard the wigs were weird in that movie.
The wigs.
Yeah, there's a lot of wig work.
No, of course, because the thing is they have they pretty much rotate like these handful of, well, I don't even want to say handful because there's like 11, 12 like
Wigs.
very good actors that, and they rotate them. And the thing is, there'll be a doctor that you're sure it's a guy played by Halle Berry, and then there's a woman who looks just like a woman played by a guy.
That's
Who
insane.
plays a homosexual. In the ways it's like they do a lot of gender switching and it's crazy. And I remember telling my girlfriend like, oh look, here's Keith David, just close your eyes and just picture Goliath.
No, close your eyes and I know it's pretty, baby.
I know it's pretty baby. I'm bringing up it.
Did you end up seeing that finally or no? Oh.
It's the most like he looks like the devil in the movie, like the way he says, and he just starts laughing in this way, like that he's all fucked up, and it's just the most evil thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's casual.
It's pretty,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, and this girl is so reluctant to do anything. It was like so sad, and he was just bathing in it. It was
Did
insane.
you ever get that thing, the link that I sent you with
I don't think I saw it.
It was Dexter, and he closes up the
Surprise,
the box
motherfucker!
cut,
I
and it
love
was,
that one.
what is it?
I saw it
What
along.
is it, Dokes?
I don't fucking know. I've never seen the show.
The big black cup. He's
I
like,
know the show's
surprise, motherfucker.
I love it. I saw it a long time ago, and I thought it was hilarious.
And the thing is, after he says that, like he doesn't even look at him. He goes.
But that guy is so he's wearing the tightest shirt, and that makes him look like he could walk through a brick wall.
No, he's wearing the smallest polo.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It looks like he's gonna run through that container and just find out whatever secret he's at.
Going back to Cloud Atlas though, like one thing that did get tiring is just watching Tom Hanks, and like because the thing is there's plenty of stories being told all at the same time, obviously
all revolving
circulating
around Tom Hanks.
these characters that represent that
Tom
these
Hanks.
people are all tied together, they're all connected, and there's some stories that have some of the actors, like Halle Berry doesn't come out in all of them, this guy doesn't come out in all of them, but Tom Hanks comes out in every single one, so seeing his face could be a little bit like tiring and repetitive.
Yeah.
Was he the main character
Old
of the whole
George
thing
said.
though?
Well, he's the biggest star in that movie.
He was the
That's true.
one with the biggest roles. I believe the movie starts off with him telling a story.
Wow.
And he has,
Yeah,
like, a
I saw the
scar
very
on his
beginning
face.
of it.
I haven't seen it. I need to find a date to see it.
But it's definitely really good. It's worth the
I saw
3
up to
hours
the part
that
where
he's
Tom Hanks as that
doctor.
no as that he has that British like Cockney accent thing, and he like throws that guy off of the thing.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's right. He's
What?
like
Yeah.
he's releasing a book.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He's talking to his publisher, and there's this guy who did a critique on his book, telling him that it was like the worst garbage ever written. That guy has not he doesn't even have a writer's bone in his body.
Oh my god, that's insane.
So he tries to embarrass him at the party. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you an award." And he's like, "What kind of award are you gonna give me?" And then that guy is being like a very pompous asshole.
Would you say?
And he just kind of like puts his arm around him, and he's like, "Oh, come over here," and he just throws him off the rail.
Would you say he deserved to get flipped over?
Absolutely. Like I was being a prick,
Yeah, he was.
and it was Tom Hanks.
The prick.
He was playing a bloody
Played by
wanker.
A bloody wanker. I love that thing with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. How about you, Alex? What movie have you seen, man?
Last movie, Netflix, The Avengers.
You saw The Avengers?
Maybe like 5 times already.
I saw Joss Whedon.
Oh yeah, it's the best thing.
He's a good man.
Colbert Report. It was awesome.
And the Colbert Report.
Yeah, when he was just
Yeah.
Colbert was interviewing him, he's just like, "Oh, but tell me about this movie you made at your house," which I forget the name. It escapes me. The one that he
What
made.
to
it.
do about nothing?
Yeah, what to do.
Yeah.
And he was talking to him about it, and then like halfway through that whole interview, he just stops him by going, "Tell me what happens in Avengers 2."
Tell me.
And he's just awesome. Yeah, no, it was awesome.
That was Thanos at the end of.
Yeah, I think it's
Avengers.
clear.
It has to be Thanos.
I don't think there's
right?
anything.
Okay,
later,
just double checking because I assumed it, never researched it, committed it to memory, and like still messed with it. It's Thanos.
Did he just put a chair on an asteroid or something? That's what was going on.
I
That's,
guess.
That's what it seemed like.
Was he
to
the
me.
one that Loki was talking to the whole time? Like every time he would go
No,
back?
no.
Or he just came out at the
I
end?
don't know if he talked to him.
Because
He
Loki
talked
was
to
talking to another guy like in a hood.
Yeah, that was. I
That
don't
was
think that
like
was
the leader of that alien race.
the
That,
Oh, okay, so that
Centauri
was
or
a
whatever. It is.
completely-
I don't know.
So
I don't think they mentioned it, man.
Yeah, the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Centauri or something like Chantari. I don't know. I've seen it 5 times, but
You sure you saw it?
Yeah, it's just that name doesn't stick, man. Does not stick.
No. Alien names and like contaminoids and things
No,
like that.
the ovoids, the regalians, the
Oh my god.
the Negrogatus.
Yeah,
Man.
I love all those alien names.
Mhm. But yeah, I guess not. I guess it was like the leader of that alien race, and then at the end it was just Stannis just
But
coming in, dragging his heavy ass.
Oh my god.
I wish he did that Welcome to Earth thing like in a different movie, in a completely unrelated movie. He just punches an
You
alien.
know
No,
what
but
would
his
be awesome?
tagline
Like,
was his tagline was just, "I need to get
It would-
me one of
It
those."
would be crazy if the Avengers 2 was about the Infinity Gauntlet.
But
Thanos
that would
is
be
in there.
so big. It would be
I
the
know,
most.
but like
too many heroes.
So it's such a money maker.
Josh
right there,
Whedon would
like-
die writing that
money.
script.
He loves it. He would love it. Like
There's
he's
so
like,
many- so
everyone
many
laughs.
deep-
Some things don't belong in movies.
Yeah,
Like that, that's
it's
insane.
way too big. The scope is just too
Well,
big.
some would say that the Avengers thing is too big. Some would say that Watchmen was too big to be a movie. And
What would
someone
you
else
say
would
about
fit it in there.
Watchmen?
I like the movie.
You know,
You
a
thought
lot,
it was
a lot,
good?
a lot
I
of
thought it
people
was
dislike that.
I know.
movie.
Yeah,
I know
a lot
they
of
do.
people hated it
And
because
I
they
don't
said
know
the
why.
scope was too big.
Yeah, and
No, but I loved it a lot. Like I never finished reading the graphic novel. I really should, but I read halfway in and I really like I enjoyed it, and I thought the characters were really cool. I thought like Dr. Manhattan was like the biggest
yeah,
badass.
like it
and-
cut out like a lot of things. Like it cut out the pirate comic thing that was a parallel to the
Yeah,
actual
the
story
parallel
going
to the
on.
story,
And,
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That Black
also-
Water, whatever.
and-
But they had like
but they released it later, like as a sort
Well,
of
yeah,
motion
it's like
comic.
well, here's the
uh,
thing. On my because I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
copy.
it's on there.
It's on there. It's on there. Like, and they put it within the movie. I remember watching
okay,
with a
that's
friend of
cool.
mine, and she's like, "What are we watching now?" I was like, "I guess it's still Watchmen." And they show the guy
Yeah,
on
that-
the driftwood.
That's
and-
not like a movie thing, and I'm sure it seemed odd, right?
right, but
It doesn't-
I'm sure it had some sort of appropriate.
Yeah, yeah.
in the comic,
in the comic, it
yeah,
works.
it's there.
Yeah.
And it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Just
And-
like like Night Owl, he writes an article about owls and how it's tied to magic and mystery and things like that. And,
yeah,
and
that's right.
that sort of stuff is cut out, and you could tell because what the fuck is a
Yeah, the audience is not gonna
yeah.
be there like, huh?
Oh, okay. No, there's a really interesting article that this dude wrote.
I need to listen to
Why?
this.
Why is he writing about Hedwig and Hogwarts? And
And they also cut out the giant squid, and people were upset about that. They didn't think that giant squid would be silly.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have been weird.
Yeah, it would have been extremely weird,
Yeah.
especially with the tone that
Because
the
then
movie
the-
was giving out. There's very serious, very gritty, down to earth. Even though they're having the whole costume theme, now a giant squid, and now for something
Yeah,
completely
because
different.
they needed the psychic side of the story thing to.
who's your favorite character in the movie?
And we'll watch.
In Watchmen. Who
Dr.
did you like the
Manhattan's
most?
balls.
Well,
That's a tough role to
I like the
man.
third Manhattan that was working over Silk Spectre. That was my favorite one. The third one. It was giving her the business while he was working in the lab on whatever.
It was whatever he needed to do.
Yeah, on that generator thing for infinite power on there.
What was it that he said?
The best
and
things.
he says, saying that we have nothing to worry about would be as useful as a photograph of oxygen to a drowning man.
That's why
That's
that's well written, Maui. That's what we in the business. That's what we call well written.
Well written.
Yeah,
In the business.
that's what we call Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Was it Alan Moore?
Huh?
Who was it that wrote the book?
Alan Moore. Alan Moore.
Okay, was it Alan Moore?
Illustrative is Dave Gibbons.
Dave Gibbons.
Gibbets.
Those freaking monkeys.
That's a racist.
No race.
That's what's
Who
going on
was it
here?
that dressed like
What are
Alan
we
Moore
doing?
for Halloween? Was it-
I think it was. Well, I heard that the guy from 8-Bit Theater.
8-Bit Theater.
Yeah, he dressed up as Alan Moore one.
That is awesome.
once. Yeah,
for Halloween.
that's a long fucking time ago.
Damn, man.
But did you
The
see his
8-Bit Theater was
picture?
awesome.
No, I never got to see his
Well,
picture.
he looks like the biggest metal guy. Like if you flip over the Watchmen, like
Yeah, yeah,
he's like
Whoa, the author?
yeah. Alan Moore. He
Yeah.
looks insane.
Yeah, it's
Neil
crazy.
Gaiman, like he's really close friends with Neil Gaiman, and Neil Gaiman always wanted him to be officially named like a wizard of the English court. And I thought that's fucking awesome.
Damn, man. Yeah, he does look crazy, man. And every interview that I see that they've done with him is apparently like some weird like interview or some weird like story to tell or something like that.
Yeah, but he's a really, really smart guy, and he didn't even finish high school.
No?
Nope.
But he did it at the right time, man, because now that shit doesn't fly.
Is he
Sort of. I don't know. There's still people who make shit happen, but that's a rare case.
He's always been good at writing. I'm assuming, or he's always been really good.
He got kicked out of high school because he was dealing drugs. I think is what I remember.
Oh wow.
I think he always used to read. Like that was back in a time where there weren't as many distractions as there are now with the amount of movies and TV and things that aren't reading. And reading, like whether you like it or not, if you're reading something, you're changing the way your brain works and the things you remember and all the words that you know, all that shit's changing. You read like 10 books, you're a different motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people that are more gifted to that than others, though, because like an example would be Tesla. They say that he was able to memorize every book he read, and he would be able to quote it word for word, any passage, any page, any paragraph, without needing the book or having anything.
They say those people go crazy, and I think that
that's a one good occasion, right?
Free energy? Was it free electricity? Electricity from the air? No, we're not gonna
right
do
from
that.
the fucking air.
No, that's crazy. You're crazy, Nikolai. Nikolai.
This is how. This is how.
This is why. This is
Oh
why.
my god. This is why. This is why. Which is, for you guys that don't know,
For the uninitiated.
I was trying to stay at my friend Maui's apartment.
Hello?
And I'm asking the security guard for permission to stay. And I'm asking him, please, hey, you know, I'm only going to be here till maybe 1:30, whatever.
Yeah, past midnight, it gets a little crazy for visitors to be staying past midnight because parking is a little bit...
Your car.
And what he explains to me is, he says, no, I can't give you permission, and this ambulance,
and he points
this
at a
fire truck pulls up.
Who is responding to... I guessing one of the people staying in the apartments maybe had like an injury or something.
Yes.
And he points and he tells us, "This is why. This is why."
Not knowing what the emergency was about.
This is why
we can't have you guys here because of fire truck. Is what we understood.
If you stay here, someone's gonna die.
This is why we can't.
More fire trucks will come.
They will all pile up in here.
So he just kept saying, and this is why.
Yeah, he just kept saying that. It was fucking crazy.
It's a fire truck and like a police officer. Yeah, it was a cop car who was assisting.
He was afraid that apartment was going to be held.
To him, that equals murder. That's what
You're
it
gonna
was.
stay past 12? Woo!
he just instantly gets on the phone. He starts a three-way with the cops and the firefighters
and the president of the United States.
Yeah,
and he says, "This is why."
And he just goes, "Give me the Pentagon."
Give me the Pentagon. This is why.
It's terrible, Marco. It's terrible. But no, it's just crazy. It was the most lame excuse. Like, it made no sense.
Worst, man. The worst.
Yeah.
I'm glad that guy's not there, but the other guy that came after him was not that much better.
No.
What an asshole.
No, getting your car towed sucks.
Yeah.
It's not a fun process at all.
Okay. You've gotten it towed before, right, Alfred?
Nope, never.
All right, perfect.
Because I'm completely afraid of parking.
Don't put your input here.
I play it really, really safe because I hate cars because they always break.
One.
I don't want you agreeing inputs on things that have
Listen,
never been.
I'm rich. Look. I don't need this.
The worst part is
somebody stop this podcast. Stop it.
The worst part is going to that location where the tow truck goes, and we had to deal with those two people, the worst two people. One of them looked like he was born in the chair that he was sitting in. How fat he was! It was just insane.
Someone went up to him in the Secret Society. This is the last chair you're ever gonna sit in.
It was the most insane shit. They were watching some like hardcore porn in the TV in the background.
He was sitting on that chair like it was the world's most comfortable chair.
For real.
He just didn't want to get up.
He had nothing to do to help me.
He had like he had the gut on his gut. It was insane. And the people do nothing to help you. We went. And we pulled out cash thinking, all right, it's, you know, if we do cash, it'll be easy.
Yeah, if we give them cash, and they even have an ATM right next to their fucking window,
just in case we didn't have cash. So we gave them the cash, and they're like, nope, we don't have any change. You have to go to the gas station. They just really don't make it any easier after driving 20 minutes
into the dark heart of Hialeah.
Into like...
It's not a place anyone wants to go.
No, trust me.
Into a terrible direction.
It's where death lives.
What direction is that?
Hialeah.
The higher direction. Is that is that fifth
It's on
cardinal
the
direction?
compass. Haven't you seen it on the compass?
Yeah.
It's right in between west and
And west.
west.
It's how you get the hard words.
And Adam West.
And the last movie I saw was Despicable Me.
Nobody
Oh,
cares.
that's right.
I saw it on
Really?
TV. Yeah, it was the first time I ever saw it.
Was it good? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Are you sure it wasn't like the repeating movie of The Waterboy that you had forever?
No. But I do love doing that. Whenever I would honestly be doing anything, like I'd be on the computer, I would just I would leave the Waterboy or Enter the Dragon playing on repeat on VHS,
But
playing
I
over and
love
over and
Enter
over.
the Dragon.
I just take it right back out, put it back in because my VCR would automatically rewind it.
For some reason, I was trying to think of the Waterboy, but I can only picture Billy. Was it Billy Madison?
Billy Madison?
Where he's in the bathtub and he goes, "No, shampoo goes on first.
Yeah, it's Billy Madison.
No, conditioner is better." Stop looking at me, Swan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My favorite part is where he just throws that baseball and it hits that Colonel Sanders teacher in Waterboy.
Oh, that's
And
right.
it just makes that crazy noise, bah! Like it hits him in that exact spot in the brain that just totally fucked him up.
Oh my god. I figure that
And I would repeat that thing a million times on loop. The funniest fucking thing.
Or when
ever.
he keeps visualizing
Is
the,
it-
the coach as a baby or as a dog.
Oh yeah,
Is this funny?
yeah. Those Adam Sandler movies aren't as funny anymore.
No, he
I figure
definitely
maybe it's
peaked.
that we grew up.
No,
grown
no,
ups. Grown ups.
Hey, I like Grown Ups. I thought it was had its.
Grown Ups 2 is coming out.
Yeah. I thought it had its funny section.
Did the first Grown Ups have
I don't remember seeing
the fat guy?
first one.
Yeah, it does.
forget his
From
name.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, and in fact, I like that movie too.
Yeah, he lives here now, man.
I
Does
forget
he?
his name.
Yeah,
He's,
I know. I even know the name of his comedy special,
What is it?
Sweating the Small Stuff.
And he even has that show.
The King of Queens.
The King
Yeah.
of Queens, yeah.
Patton Oswalt comes on. Patton Oswalt is a much better man than him.
Well, at least you remembered him a lot better. But
But he's a fun guy to work with.
I'm sure he's a fucking
They
awesome
praise
guy.
him
and
all the
He's,
everything.
time.
he's very athletic. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
what
Yeah,
his
yeah. He
name
plays
is.
a lot of basketball, right? But
Yeah,
I don't know.
is it Kevin James?
Kevin
there you go.
James.
Yeah,
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank you. This is an IMDb app.
Hey, look at that
That's
technology.
cheating.
Eh?
That's cheating.
Yeah,
That's
you're
cheating.
supposed to use
I
the
had
top
to.
of your
We
brain.
should have come up with a name, and it would have been those are the rules now.
No,
That's the
but-
universe we live in.
We're
The universe
editing. We're
we-
editing you
I
out.
thought the universe we live in was like modern technology.
No,
No.
not here.
Not here.
The thing is, we're gonna
I'm
edit
out.
you out, and we're gonna take all the credit for it.
I just wanted to give the guy credit. We're saying good things about the guy. He has a comedy
We were?
special. I don't know.
I think it's pretty
I
funny.
didn't say a single good thing
You
about
know,
him.
you didn't say.
Oh no.
Well, what if we got?
I
Were,
agree.
were you thinking?
What if
good
Kevin
things?
James decided to get in on this podcast?
Yeah,
You
now
gonna
that he heard
deny him
it,
that door.
He would never do anything.
He would never do that, but he's the king of
I haven't
Queens.
even heard him on a regular podcast.
He lives next to
I
Lou
listen to all of
Ferrigno.
What the hell is going
He
on?
lives right next to in the King. Was it the King of Queens? He lives right next to Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, and he comes out and like.
That's a brave choice.
I've never seen the show.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno is his next.
Isn't
door
he a
neighbor.
UPS driver in that show?
He is a UPS driver.
How does he sound like?
That's good for UPS.
I can't imitate him.
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah.
No, Lou Ferrigno. I don't know. He
Think
had a
of
lift.
like if the Hulk retired,
Yeah.
so he's not as angry.
Yeah.
He's
He
pretty-
retired because
he's
he
pretty
retired
relaxed
from
now.
that. It's-
He's retired from being angry.
They only give him cameos now. Like I remember seeing him in I Love You. Was it I Love You Man?
Yeah, or I love you,
Yeah,
bro.
because he's trying to do
Something
like
that.
I love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
No,
he was in I Love You Man. Because
Yeah, I think it was
he
that
was
one,
Yeah.
he
They were
Rudd.
selling his house.
They were trying to sell his house. They said, "Oh, any luck with the Ferrigno estate?" "Oh, it's you, Hulk. I'm gonna get you, Hulk." Look, listen, man, just here trying to enjoy my dinner. You know, it's like, "Nah, Hulk.
He was also
Don't call me
16.
Hulk. Don't call me Hulk. Sleeper Hulk."
That's right. I'm gonna get you, Hulk. That's right.
Oh man.
And how about
But-
games? What is everybody playing at the moment?
Games.
I don't like these questions, man.
I don't care. I don't care what you like.
Games. I juggle too many at once, and they're typically always handheld. But I currently was playing Xenoblade. I never beat it, but I got
And you had to return it.
I got pretty far. I had to return that, but definitely a game I'm gonna plan on buying.
Yeah.
For the
So you could
$200
just-
fucking dollars.
No. It's like minimum. It's like they used in good condition. It's like $100 or something. But like a 244 is like sealed, never touched, and never jerked on.
What was the name of the sword again?
No one ever jerked
What
on
was the
this
name of
one.
the sword
The
again?
Monado.
The Monado.
Well, not.
Mhm.
You got the Monado on you?
The Monado.
The Monado. The Monado.
The Monado. They
For
said
people
they-
who've played
they
the
say a
game,
lot.
the first hour of the game,
you've maybe
hour and a
heard
half,
it.
you're gonna-
Is it
Maybe
really
heard it like
important?
over
I guess
like
it's really important.
500
Yeah.
times, maybe.
it's just like all right, like if you hear it 10 times, all right, the sword is important. If you
Oh.
hear it 40 times, you're like,
I should be playing as a sword.
Which is pretty much what should be happening. But literally, I went over his house
yeah, briefly.
just briefly, and I heard it maybe over 500 times.
Yes, Monado?
Monado.
What's your name? My name is Monado. Your name is Monado too. We're in Monado City. There's
Okay,
Monado.
now
Island.
Welcome to Monado. We're Monado.
No, and I mean, as cliche and as corny as the game is, like it's really funny because it's what was it? The Mechons on Mechonis. They're a bunch of mechs, and
It sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean
Oh my
that
God.
sounds legit.
It doesn't sound like the people who live there would be very creative. Anyway.
No, they deduced that pretty well. I
and
suppose.
everyone there kind of sounds like this, right? It's a bunch of jokers. Every time we like you feel like
That's
the
right.
things that they say,
That
like
guy,
they
man.
never stop talking when you fight. Which to be honest, like I'm not gonna hate on the game. The game's awesome, but is it they never stop talking? Like from when the battle starts, here they come. Watch out! Hey, be careful! Shock, got him. They didn't see it coming. A bunch of jokers. Here they come again. Here we go.
Yeah, it's non-stop,
Fuck,
Here
man.
we go.
They just-
Awesome, got him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Save all the XP for me. All
I wish
right.
I had a percentage bar. Like, how much does he want them to talk?
I know how
Lower
much
than
can
the-
you withstand their talking. The more you level up.
Thank God I was here. No, anyone?
That's right. Thank God I was here.
No,
Jesus.
anyone?
It's bad.
Yeah. Is that the only thing? What else besides?
No, well, currently just, I mean, I beat the game already, but not Xenoblade, but Pokemon White 2. Just been breeding, fighting, practicing,
Drinking,
dueling
fucking,
with a couple
fighting.
of friends of mine just to get me ready for
And that
like,
moonshine didn't do it then.
No,
Didn't leave it then.
Harvita.
I'm gonna have
But,
to start getting harder stuff.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm probably playing like other things too at the time that I can't really remember. I was trying to for that project that we're working on. I'm trying to retouch and replay Final Fantasy VII just to get some fresh
That's
ideas.
tough, man. That's really tough.
It is tough, but like just funny
Yeah.
things that
Yeah, the game's
maybe,
not hard, but
Yeah,
it's
torture.
it's
Yeah.
tough
we,
to go
we all,
through, man.
we all
It's
pretty
just
much know
Real
the
torture.
main story of the
For
game,
sure.
but like small little stupid things like going into that guy's trailer and trying to open his fridge, and he's like, "Hey, you can't just go into a guy's house and open his fridge." He literally stops
Yeah.
you from trying to
Yeah.
open his fridge.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know,
Are we gonna put in that whole that you have to get the you have to eat the right meal? You know what I mean? In the town square before Don Corleone's thing.
oh my God, it's the
Don Corleone.
that's who he is, right?
you have to do all that stuff, all that bullshit, just so
gonna
that you
make
can
him
get
off
Don
like Cornel.
Corneo or Cornell to pick Cloud,
I wanna teach
and
you
for what?
Cloud.
For nothing. Like you figured that the reward would be greater.
Yeah, you would.
Well, they were gonna
No.
smash it off, if I remember correctly.
Smash what up?
when they're
Oh, yeah,
interrogating
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Something
that was
soft and that shimmers. The
That-
silk dress, the diamond tiara, the digestive for that guy in the bathroom that gives you the sexy cologne, the golden wig, the sexy lingerie from the honeybee inn, and now you're ready.
What happens in the Honeybee Inn? Because I didn't see anyone fuck at all.
That's what happens. That song. Apparently, if you go in with Aries and you pay the right amount of money.
She doesn't die?
Well, there's two rooms that you can go to in the honeybee inn.
Can we start this rumor right now?
Yeah.
There's two rooms that you can go to in the honeybee inn. There's one that it's you go in and you take that hot tub with the dudes and they give you the sexy lingerie, which that is what increases your chances to get picked by the Don. Or you can go to the other room where, to be honest, you go in and I think Cloud just blacks out, if I remember, and then he hears Sephiroth's voice in his head.
Oh, right,
and
right.
absolutely nothing happens, and you get an okay like bikini brief or something like that. But
Sephiroth gives it to you.
and if you talk to one of the honeybee chicks, like in the makeup room, they'll powder your face.
Yeah,
and
they'll
it'll,
powder-
it'll,
right,
it'll
right,
help
I
you out a
remember
little bit.
Yeah.
And then you can honestly
I'll give you a
can-
quick.
I feel like, man, like you can peek out into the holes, like into the little keyholes into the
There's
room.
one that if you look all the way to the side, you see K-Sid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Like maybe a smaller one, or the game doesn't.
But there's
Do
one.
well
There's two
showing
rooms.
distance.
There's one that it sounds like they're talking crazy stuff, like they're doing like some insane ritual. You just
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
like all those like crazy
And when
lightning noises.
yeah, and I saw that when I was younger. I still don't know if it's a joke because the translation doesn't work that well, you know. So it's like, is this seriously some shit that's going on here?
but there's
Or is it
another
a
one
joke,
that's like,
you know, that
but
they're just
it's
saying
like,
shit?
it's like a sexual type of like that goes boom, boing, boom, boing, boing, and it's like this funky jazz stuff, and it's like, no, father, wait, what are you doing?
What?
I'm like, what is that?
What?
It was like, I'm serious.
That's what I'm into.
Like, it says, if I remember correctly, it says something like that. Like, you know, these people and they're talking, and you think one's flirting with the other, and like you hear someone go, "Wait, no, we can't do this because father is or daddy something," and I can't really remember it clearly, but
So some incestuous.
I'm guessing something sexual is supposed to be going on there, and I'm like, damn, this is a PlayStation game. This is for kids, you know.
No, I'm sure like it was supposed to be a very mature written.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, but we were kids when we played it, so we thought it was for kids when we played it. Well, I never thought it was for
I always
kids.
thought it was a grown up sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I really never played a game where I said this is for kids. Like,
Yeah, I just played it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Bomberman is the most adult game. Going around laying them bombs.
It was
Yeah.
serious business, man.
How about you, Alex? What have you been playing?
Borderlands 2.
That's it.
Final Fantasy 14.
What's up?
Can I make a plug?
Whatever the fuck you want, man.
Square Enix, Final Fantasy 14. No, it's really great. They definitely. I mean, I played it on 1.0 is what they call it, but it launched and then it got shut down because of how bad it was. And
I think people are familiar with what's going on.
Maybe. But just a small explanation. But now they're relaunching it again, touching up a lot of the combat, the crafting, the exploring, the mechanics of way people work together, and how the world pretty much revolves around your character.
And it's more enjoyable now for the
Yeah,
player.
it looks great.
What the funny thing is, I've never enjoyed crafting, and I've never enjoyed like that whole side step of a game, or like like this whole part of the game that doesn't really involve the main story. It does involve you being some kind of badass. But I went in there not too long ago in the beta and started crafting to give it a chance. And I'm like, wow, this is very involved. This is awesome. You have to go explore, find, your ingredients to use. I was playing an alchemist, so I had to get like beeswax, and I had to like find all these things and put them together. And you actually have to go out into the world and, find these things. And, it's actually pretty interesting. And I thought that it's really cool. Like, this is actually really interesting. That I wish that there was a way that they could integrate that into like that whole like raiding scene, or maybe have like a raid with crafters that just go around going "Bika-baka-bika-baka."
I definitely don't remember crafting being that fun in Final Fantasy 11.
No. Well, everything in that game was a chore.
Yeah, there was no fun in that
No
game
doubt
to be
about it.
had.
Definitely not. And I remember the crafting. The only crafting I would do that didn't even count as crafting was gardening.
Right.
Because you can be a tanner, a leather worker, a goldsmith, or whatever. But I thought that gardening was awesome. You go into your house, you set up tables, you buy a bunch of pots, you plant things, you come back to check on them, and
Buy a bunch of pot, smoke it.
I think you water them, and then you just have to come back and just like, what is that called? Just take in like whatever rewards you grew or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes you would get really lucky, and I would just sell that, and that was like my main form of like selling things for like a long time, just making money.
The grain seeds.
The grain seeds, yeah, the vegetable seeds, the grain
Yeah,
seeds, and that's
people
what I
ate
would
that
do.
up, man. It was
Yeah.
good to farm that
Pot
shit.
of back plates.
Oh.
Yeah.
You go into the cave and
They're not grain
every
seeds,
single
man.
quad of and like,
Every single thing. I mean, it's not viable now because they have those books,
yeah.
Yeah.
which was an awesome experience, by the way.
So-
That's when the game was good. Like, once those books came out, and it was me, Maui, Remy, Brian, a bunch of other people, Albert, some guy who played as his character named
Jamie.
Pipi Kaka.
Jamie.
Oh no.
I want to be a samurai. What can I be a samurai?
I want to be a dinosaur, but they don't exist.
I think Brian and Albert actually and Brian and Albert actually enjoyed it a lot more than Jamie did.
But Jamie doesn't enjoy anything.
No, he doesn't.
That guy's just a real piece of shit.
There's something wrong with his life, and he just can't fix it.
Oh my God.
This is going public. And if he ever stumbles upon this,
I can't stop. We're going public. Too many wheels turning.
we'll do it live.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I spent way too much time on Final Fantasy 11. The battle mechanic in that game was
It's fun, but slow.
was
man.
very enticing.
It was
I like
it was
that it was
involved.
slow.
It was
Yeah,
I like that it was
it
slow
was.
because it allowed everyone to participate and position themselves and to really focus on like what tasks their job required them to do.
But that game really focused on like task itself. Like, if you had this job, you better be playing that job to the T, because that job is that party depends on that job. Like, if you were a white mage,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
party
you were fucking around.
depends on you.
But every victory after a boss battle, you're like, or after a mob, you're like, oh my god, yeah,
Well,
we nailed it.
Every
Like, we
normal
nailed it, we
mob
got
was a
it.
boss battle. That's pretty much what it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
but the
Nothing.
thing is, like, and if you did your part right, like, you felt like a badass. You're like, damn, I got it. You know?
Imagine what a major boss was like.
Yeah, exactly.
It must have been.
It's something that we never experienced a major boss battle. We just like leveled
we put in
up,
tons
leveled up.
tons and tons of hours and barely scratched the surface of that fucking game.
Yeah, like the game started at end game and we never touched
But
it.
you guys started years ago, like before
Yeah,
I
but
even
things
started.
were tough then, man.
Yeah,
No, I
that
can
was back
imagine.
then without level sync, so you had to wait hours upon hours to find a party.
Yeah.
But that was like
Wasn't
Square Enix
friendly.
first attempt at an MMO,
God,
right? So
yeah.
like they were just literally just
It was cool stuff.
testing the
but-
waters.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You guys don't want to play as Berserker?
I'll tell you this.
Geomancer?
I'll tell you this much right now. A lot of the updates that came was after the creator had departed from 11 and went on to 14, which apparently he ruined and had to publicly step down. So I mean, that goes to show you that for the time that he was on, probably was the hardest time of that game.
It sucks working for like, or just like working in something that
It sucks
like,
working.
There's no,
It sucks
there's no
working now.
legacy that you leave behind. It's just like, oh wait, you're the creator of Final Fantasy 11, and you're the guy who fucked up Final Fantasy 14.
I see everything.
Sometimes you
I
live
thought
long
I
enough
wanted
to
your
see yourself
autograph.
become the monster.
No gun, I'm insulted.
That's right.
Oh god.
Was it you that died the good guy, or live long enough to watch you become the motherfucker?
That's exactly how I said it.
Direct quote.
Hey, watch it. Oh, what?
You shitty.
Cup?
Don't let a Batman exist.
Not hockey bad.
Major game changer.
I love that Pete Holmes thing. That thing is awesome.
Oh, what was that? Whoa.
What about you, Alfred? What games have you been playing?
I've been playing Borderlands 2 with
That's not a
Alex.
game.
For, that's not,
That's a way of life.
I guess.
That's a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. And besides that, I just recently got on this indie game, Rogue Legacy, which
Yes.
is fucking awesome.
And how's Nino Kuni?
It's okay.
And I will not
it's really
say no
it's
more.
really old school, and it's
It's boring.
tough to play that sort of game
You fall
again
asleep.
because you got to do like a lot of random battles, and then like it's like an old school sort of thing, and it's not made in the way where they do it in a fast.
Right.
So,
It's very slow paced.
Yeah, because these days people want like fast paced shit.
Well,
No,
of course. But even sitting
Mm.
back, but I hear that the part that makes it the hardest is the beautiful music, because as beautiful as it is, because the game
The whole
moves,
damn thing is beautiful, man.
the game moves so slow that it just puts you right to sleep. It's like a lullaby. You're just like, oh, I'm great. I just sit back, relax.
I know exactly what you mean. Me being an avid Pokemon player, I recently went back to one of the older versions to try to capture like a Pokemon I didn't have before, like in my roster, and it's just things are just very, very slow paced. Everything is like super slow, and it's not even that like Black and White 2 is much faster. Like it is, but not that they mean to just do like everything has to be quick, but they do it at a more like enjoyable pace. You know,
Yeah.
like they want to give some sort of I guess an advantage to the player to know like, okay, well, we give you the information, but we can do it in a fast enough speed so you know what's going on.
Yeah,
But
I like to imagine that it's they understand you're making an investment in this
Yes.
thing, and that they respect the time that you're putting into it. So
but me playing,
they want to streamline it.
But me playing like Diamond or Pearl is terrible, super slow. It's insanely slow, and I get that rhythm. I had to endure it. I went in, I caught the legendary I needed, and I stopped because I get the speed in Black and White is like definitely a lot more enjoyable.
Sorry that I was interrupting people with my weird faces. Everybody was pausing up.
Yeah, we
Pausing
got
down.
some notes from the producer.
Producer, sound engineer.
Yeah, he's handling everything. He's producing it.
He's producing it.
The only thing is producing is
We're the ones producing
He's
the
nuts.
voice.
Yeah, we're the talent. That's the official. That's the.
Is that what we are now? The
Yeah,
talent?
that's the proper designation.
No.
Princess Katana's over 10,000 years old. She's 2,000 years old.
10,000
It's
years
over
old.
10,000 years old. Would you?
He goes, I said I'm gonna whisper it very sensually just so you guys can hear.
That's so you can be a part of the experience. Maui is doing it without a shirt right now, is why.
It looks great. He's been doing stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but it's it needs to keep doing it.
And it always goes back. It comes full circle, baby. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Can't escape it.
Yeah, I know it's pretty, baby.
If I didn't take it off air.
Oh my god.
I know it's pretty, baby.
No, I know it's pretty, baby.
So I have a friend of mine who sorry to change topic here because we were talking about plenty.
We were talking about what?
Plenty,
About plenty.
Plenty?
lots and lots.
The horn of plenty?
No. What?
Do you know
Wait, you know what? You know what?
You know that's what they call a cornucopia?
What?
The horn of plenty?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's a cornucopia?
The little.
When you normally see Thanksgiving like imagery, it's that weird like
Oh, and it's got
woven
all that
horn
like
thing
food and
that has-
pumpkins and a
There you
dead
go.
guy in
You
it.
got it.
A horn of plenty.
horn of plenty.
Damn, that's awesome. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a Grizzly Bear album named Horn of Plenty too.
Ew.
Just so you know.
Ew.
Okay,
Is that your plug? Is that your favorite band?
I like him, but it's been a while.
Stop being so
I have
scared,
a
man.
friend who has not seen the movie The Goonies,
That's okay.
right? But I mean, I thought that like everyone's seen it, or it's a class, or at least know about it.
Would
or
you
can-
say
can
it's a
make
rite of
references.
passage?
I want to do shit.
I wouldn't say it's a rite of passage. I just thought that. Like,
I think if you watch it,
I guess
no.
it's just me then. I guess because
You know-
I like to watch a lot of movies, but I haven't even seen like that many movies. Like in some classicals, like Silence of the Lambs.
Have you never seen it?
Never
That's a
seen
really
it.
good movie, especially when they throw cum at.
Why are you gonna with spoilers? These are spoilers.
I'm sorry,
No.
that's the spoilers.
No. I want to know about all this now. Spoil it for me, please.
Who's the actress in it? I always forget her name. She was in Contact and all that.
What? Wait, Contact had something special about it too, wasn't it? Like a Sagan inspired movie or something like that.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that it's something like inspired by Carl Sagan. Sorry to go.
I
off
think
the
it was
rails here.
it was inspired by the adventures of Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna fuck or what?
You gonna watch Sahara too? Nope.
And he's saying that in what's that movie?
Tropic Thunder.
The one
Tropic
where he's
Thunder.
talking about
Yeah.
the high school girls that he gets older, but the girls stay the same age.
Was that
Where the hell was that from, man?
I can't remember the fucking title of it, man. It's people are hating, hate me for this now.
No, of course, because they're like, why are you bringing up these terrible things?
Why is it terrible?
But he mentions Sahara too in it. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God.
He looked ahead. He scried.
Yeah, he was crying.
But yeah, and there's a bunch of other classic movies that I haven't even seen either. Not
Gotta
ones that
get
I
on
can
that Hulu Plus Criterion collection.
not ones that I can talk like mention right now, like at the top of my head. But like Silence of the Lambs, like being one of them. That every time someone ends up either talking about it or something, or any movie based off of it, or like.
But it's always the same quotes. I feel like people like it only had like a few memorable scenes.
Hello, Clarice.
Which one?
Yeah, hello Clarice.
Yeah, I know
or
that's
Oh, no,
it
no, no,
puts
that-
the skin on the lotion and then puts the skin in the basket and then.
No, if you saw me, the entire thing is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
Is there a part 2 or are all those
There's like a part 10 or something like
are
that.
all those
No.
what are they called? Like, there's movies that are based off of the same thing.
Yeah, it's Hannibal Lecter has received like a million.
Sort of. There's
Like-
Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal,
Just,
Red Dragon.
Red
Is it
Dragon.
the girl with the dragon tattoo?
No,
not
that's
even-
something completely
yeah, it's
different.
completely
Those are
Red
fucking
Dragon
insane.
Was part of it, right? Though.
Red Dragon, yeah.
Yeah, I never saw a girl with a dragon tattoo, by the way.
That's fucking insane. We
Is
should
it?
watch it sometimes, just because there's like. Well,
I heard that
I'm
the
not
most
gonna spoil anything.
the most intense part of the movie was the that scene.
Mm, mm.
It was a
I don't
rape
want to
scene.
ruin it from.
It's essential.
Okay.
It was
But
consensual?
Can we watch it and that'll be like podcast episode 3 while we talk shit
Yeah,
throughout
yeah.
the movie?
I'm gonna tattoo pig on your chest.
Oh my god. But no, I mean at least it's better than Marcel not watching Jurassic Park or recently watching Jurassic Park.
You're
The
gonna call him out?
first
You're
one.
gonna call him out in public?
We're
Yeah,
calling him out.
Marcel
I'm calling you out.
Perez. He
Healthy.
lives on 555 Evergreen Terrace, Springfield, Illinois. But no,
No, but he just recently saw.
He recently
Jurassic Park.
saw it, so now he gets the whole shoot and all these things. Or that's one big pile of shit.
Do you think it's better?
Sucking lawyer.
Do you think it's better or worse than not watching Jurassic Park but believing in dinosaurs, or not believing in dinosaurs and watching Jurassic Park?
I think it would be better to have not watched Jurassic Park because that's something you can fix.
Right.
You just a good old 2-hour sit down and you can watch it. But not believing in dinosaurs, however.
Now, here's the weird part, because usually that idea is taken in with creationism, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of and it's a specific type of creationism where the idea is that God put these dinosaur bones into Earth as a joke
Because he's a funny guy.
because he's a funny guy, to trick you into believing that there is evolution. And if you believe in evolution, then that's it. You've lost your grace with God and straight to hell.
They couldn't just say it was the devil or something.
It was God.
I come here to convince you guys.
Like devil's like, I don't fuck with dinosaur bones.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
fuck
fuck
this.
with bones.
I come here to convince you guys that dinosaurs
Don't touch that
exist. And the only one that believes is the blood-sucking lawyer. We'll have a coupon
Hey, Mr.
there.
DNA, where did you come from?
Oh, hey, it's Mr. DNA. So excited. Oh, hello, John. Hello, John.
It's in your blood.
And that's how we create a dinosaur bone.
Who voiced him?
Who voiced him?
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
When he was preparing for Sahara too.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But yeah, I think that's bad. I mean that, and I figured like creationism on its own is already just like a weird, bad way of living life.
But I mean,
But-
someone who doesn't believe in dinosaurs, like, what do they say about dinosaur bones that they can see in the museum?
Well,
Let's go
well,
back
what
to
ended up happening was
God
that
being
we have
a
a
joker.
friend, and he I won't mention his name, but he doesn't.
But it has
believe
been mentioned
previously.
Yeah.
on X-Men.
On X-Files. Oh my god! I was just about to say, but he just doesn't believe at all in the existence of dinosaurs. He says that it's dumb to accept that people could bury things in the ground a long time ago and have left them there, and people in a more
It's dumb to accept that
present
things die
time
and that the earth erodes and
then like they accept this as a truth. Like he thinks that it's been planted there by people like millions of years ago. And
It's also not every fucking dinosaur that ever died we find the remains.
no,
Right.
of course not.
They have to.
We
It's
have to be
very
really
rare
lucky,
that you find those
to get
bones. In fact,
fossilized.
yeah, it's not like everything gets fossilized. No, man.
But I'm sure there's like remnants and fragments of like bone marrow, DNA, or some sort of stuff that can like kind of like support the fact that okay, these were these huge, large creatures that actually existed. It's not like these are plastic or like these are like how would people millions of years ago know how to fabricate such type of like.
First of all, they're scattered all over the damn planet.
Yes.
That's
So
an awesome joke.
yeah, so some asshole had to walk a lot.
well, God is all powerful, right? So
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
played a joke on everybody. And
He's
then
ahead of his time.
The thing is, we'll find out when we die, and it's
the truth?
oh, you like dinosaurs? I'm sorry, man. Sorry. You fell for
Sorry
it,
to
bro.
break it for you.
Sorry, that was a God.
Like, I'm sorry for fucking with you guys. No such thing as dinosaurs.
You got me. You guys got me.
Earth is 7,000 years old. That's it.
Ain't no mo.
That's it, man.
No. It's crazy to believe that.
He's fine with everything else, just no
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
he's fine with everything else. No dinosaurs. Don't bring that up.
Everything else is fine.
Don't bring it up.
Fine with
Believes in black hole, Big Bang, everything, but no fucking dinosaurs.
Scientology, Pastafarianism.
Yeah.
No, he believes in it all, but for some reason, like something that would seem the most likely of all the theories. I don't even want to consider it a theory because, to be honest, I think of it as a truth. Like,
There's evidence.
It's evidence, but I'm just gonna say it out there for his sake that the most believable theory of like these large creatures having to existed like a bunch of years ago it won't stick to him. But other things that could possibly be questioned, maybe God or other things or like anything else that would provide more like skepticism, like it's just no, he perfectly accepts it.
Good.
That's a tough life to live.
It's a bug's life.
Yeah.
Dinosaur bug.
Oh my god. And on that note,
Oh, well, we're wrapping it up now? It's probably been a while, right?
Yeah. Has
Yeah.
been a while.
Gotta put a wrap up on this crap up.
Yeah.
That joke was just so bad I have to go. That's why.
Yes, what other shows in reference?
No, but the one before it, A Bug's Life.
Huh?
I guess. Yeah.
Are we uncomfortable doing this, or it's like one of those relationships? No, you
Yeah,
hang
but
up.
we're not used to ending things or beginning things.
I can end things right now. I can do it.
No, you hang up.
I can do it.
Yeah, and you're never coming on another podcast.
Yay!
No,
So this is our last podcast.
Alright, guys. So you heard it from Alfred. It's gonna be a 2-seater next time on
Yeah.
on the
on Xbox.
Rocket 32,
On Rocket 26.
26.
Yeah. Shinra number 26.
So thank you for joining us on the Tiny Bronco podcast. Long way. OgreBox. But it's been fun. Thank you for listening. This is Maui.
This is Alfred
There's Alex.
signing off.
Peace out.
April
Everybody.
Channel 6 News.
Go fuck yourself.
Will do, sir.